Hi everybody, I'm Phil.
I'm Diba.
Welcome to a blind tasting, which is still a whiskey mystery. After we got all those compass box samples from Aaron, mostly Aaron, some from Matt, and actually we have some of our own compass boxes. There were a few requests in the comments for compass box shootout.
But I did not expect so many.
I guess there's a point in your whiskey journey collection where you realise that you need 17 Glencairn glasses. So we've had to substitute a few. We've got, obviously the 17. Obviously we don't know what's in there, but I'll just read out what we have and I'll have to do some kind of graphic so you can associate. 3-year-old Deluxe. Delilah's 25. Enlightenment, Flaming Heart, that's the 2018 version. Great King Street Glasgow blend. Juveniles, No Name 1, No Name 2. Peat Monster, which is obviously also the first Peat Monster because there's a second one now. Spice Tree Extravaganza, Story of the Spaniard, Stranger and Stranger, The Circle, The Lost Blend, This Is Not a Luxury Whiskey, and Transistor. There's no way we're going to get through this in one go. And we've noticed in our own random blind tasting, it's very difficult if you have something heavily peated versus something light versus something sherry. So what we're going to do in this first round is just work out how we split this into 4 groups. And we're going to do it just by nosing. And we're going to be looking, I may as well start pouring. Well, actually, let's not start pouring because I was worried about even nosing could be complex. Basically, we want to split it into what's light or rich. So something light would be a typical Speyside, but let's say it's probably unsherried. Maybe like that Glen Grant that we had, which is an ex-bourbon, or Glen Talkers.
Or Ben Nevis.
Oh, Ben Nevis, yeah. Something rich would be something like Glendronach or Glengoyne, neither having peat. But then you could have a light flavour with heavy peat that would be something like Ardbeg 10. And then on the other end of the scale, heavy peat, but also very rich Ardbeg Ugadal. So that's what we're looking for. Is it in one of those 4 groups? Let's just go one at a time. Number 1. So sherry. So I would say no peat.
Sherry.
Yeah, no peat, but sherry. Are you saying peat or no peat?
No peat.
Okay, last one, 17.
Peat. Light.
I'm looking at the colour again and I'm thinking, must be some sherry in that colour. At least you can trust the colour of Compass Box, I think, can't you? They've never had any colour. That seems more like Fino to me, or extra sherry. Okay, rich. Rich 0.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's just organise them and see how they group up. Okay, so there was a lot happening in there. It was a blur of time lapse, I'm sure. There's no way that ran at real time. What we've tried to do here is just in the first pass for each bracket, we're going to have predominantly rich, light, and then rich with peat, light with peat. So if we go down them, we now have a jumble of numbers, but don't worry too much about that. These should all be pretty rich with no peat. Number 5.
No, with peat.
Not anymore. It's kind of grassy sweet. Number 6. Oh, thin, but slightly sherry.
Oh, no flavour.
14, I think that's the one I said is slightly like Highland Park. but it's sherry in a little matchsticks. And this is a little kind of
Musty.
drier, musty, yeah, but it's still on the sweet.
Balmy.
So predominantly no peat there and sort of richer. Number 4. Sweet peat. Number 7 is like a lesser version of number 4.
No. Very light.
Oh, and number 15 is like Isle of Barley and peat. And,
Very fresh battery.
and number 3 is like a little bit lesser version of 15.
Oh, very yeah. Sparkly.
Number 8. Don't know if I'm getting any peat there. But it's sort of toffee. It's on the toffee side of things. Number 10.
Oh, is this a beat?
Maybe.
My motto was light, a beat.
This is 16. 16 is richer and slightly Ardmore-y or something. And this
Is sherry a beat?
and that is like a little bit
My
matchsticks.
favorite. 17.
I don't think so. Something else was your favourite from here before. Now we should be onto the lighter end of the scale. Okay, light and grassy.
Light.
13, a little sweeter, but still a bit grassy.
Is sweet, light.
A little sweeter and malty for 2. A bit sweet.
Savory, grass.
Yeah. Number 9, quite similar to the others.
Almost no flavor, it's light.
12, a little sharper.
It's weak.
Okay, nosing over. Come back tomorrow. I shouldn't have said that because it might not be tomorrow, but we'll try and make it tomorrow, where we will take one of these rounds and we'll put them in order. I think I like this section.
Ass.